I gotta get through this. Who sung that song, by the way? I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this.
It's Craig David.
Oh, of course. Well, Mr. David, I salute you. Chin chin.
Indeed.
Well, that's a very cold beer.
Yeah, so Blackburn Rovers. Let's a bit of a catch up before kick off.
The best thing about today is that it's an international break, so I don't have to watch any footy for like another week.
Yeah, that's good. We've got John Fleck out for the season, obviously.
He's retired, mate. His career's over with.
But he looks so good.
Yeah, he was honestly one of our bright sparks.
You've got a bet on, sorry.
Gallagher hat trick, 300 to 1. I put 33p on it, so I get £99 back if it comes in.
You feel like you've undersold it there, because I think he's absolutely nailed on to get an hat trick. You know.
Well, I wanted to put one with header and one outside box again, but I were on a different platform this week because, as our Patreon subscribers know, I have every betting account open going.
You can't beat a chip butty, can you, from Chippy? When you feel a bit ropey.
I haven't had a chip tea cake for ages.
Heals my soul to hear you call it that.
The thing is,
they don't reckon a tea cake's a tea cake, or you?
Well, that's Jamaica for you.
Indeed.
No, I mean, my current go-to in Chippy, and I don't go up Chippy very often, is generally just like a sneaky dab tea cake or just a sausage, like wrapped up sausage on its own as I'm going past.
Yeah, for listeners in other parts of the country, that is a scallop bap.
And a Savoy.
They're fucking horrible. Well, they look horrible. I don't think I've ever had one.
What, a Savoy?
Yeah.
You've never had a chip shop sausage?
No, that's not a Savoy, is it?
Well, I thought that's what they were. That's why.
No, they're that one that looks like a really red, like a dog dick.
Red Rocket.
Well, it's a rare treat, the Chippy now, because you need a bloody second mortgage to.
What? Well, I was going to say
pay
that.
for it.
Oh. 1 second. Just let this peter out so I can talk about the Chippy a bit more. Oh. Catch it.
Oh, my God.
I mean, like, I'm chesting that.
Right down his throat.
Are you not chesting that to slow the game down a little bit? Oh, there you go. Oh, my God.
Whew. He's pulled out a good save there, though, hasn't he?
I don't even know what happened. It like it hit the post and then came back out the other side. I have no clue.
But he shouldn't have been in that situation. Shouldn't have been conceding a corner.
I would have chested it up in air to slow the game down. Like kneed up a couple of times and then caught it.
If you'd have juggled it on your head, they're going to have to come and take it off you, aren't they,
Well, there was a lad who we used to play with. I don't know if you remember him. Was it Lee Mockaway now, I think he was called? And he used to do that thing where he could hold a ball between his head and his shoulder. I don't know why.
And just run around.
Yeah. That's a tactic nobody does. Oh, well, a lot of the next generation, and I'm not referring to Star Wars here or Star Trek. I always get them two mixed up. But what do you call it? They don't drink, do they? A lot of these young lads and lasses, they like a bubble tea. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, but come on.
Well played, Tronny.
What's your overheads?
Well, it's just a kettle.
City centres, staff wages. If you can't keep up, there's loads of really good restaurants and cafes that can't, and pubs that can't keep open. But bubble bloody tea's popping up left, right, and centre. It's money laundering, I'm telling you. And I reckon Venky's have something to do with it.
What, bubble tea?
Yeah.
I reckon they should just basically turn Ewood into like a massive, like a bubble tea then. Bubble tea.
Bubble tea world.
Yeah. Bubble tea wood park. I do like going chippy and just getting like a little walking sausage, or you know what I mean, or a pocket pie. And by the way, there's a very famous phrase and saying that I think I may have come up with. It is basically goes along the line. It goes along the lines of a pie in the hand is worth two in the pub, and who can argue with that?
Me, because two pies, they're always better than one, so they say.
Yeah, but a pie in the pub is a value above a normal pie. I mean, like if you've just had your second pint,
You just said a pie in the hand's worth two in the pub.
Well, yeah, a pie
A
in
pie
your
in the
hand.
pub is worth two in the hand.
All right, yeah, that might work better.
Yeah, it does make more sense.
Well,
a pie in bed. Shepherd's delight.
yeah. Red stripe in morning, final warning. It's probably £2 for a jumbo sausage now. I mean, that in itself is just. I mean, that's a world I never wanted to live in.
You're doing all right there. I'm talking three odd. I'm sure I've seen £3.95 for the sausage. Chips.
£3.95 for a sausage.
I'm not joking, mate. Chips are, £4 as soon as you step through the door, even for a tiny amount, aren't they? No wonder my local chip shop owner's driving a 2003 Nissan Micra.
I thought he'd have like an Audi RS3 or something, like, and then prices like they're literally the.
Yeah, that's the joke. Imagine. Oh, go on.
Oh, the
pass
pass wasn't good enough. He did brilliantly though, didn't he? Just like explosive bit of pace to get past.
I'm telling you, he's a Premier League player. People saying he won't make the step up all day long.
Who? Who's saying
this? I've seen it loads. That like, oh yeah, he might do all right for a top 6 championship side, but he's no Premier League player. Fucking is.
Well, you want to spend a bit less time in Ewood working men's club, pal. If that's all you're listening to. Speaking of prices, it's like $2.50 a bottle of Heineken in there now.
What's going on?
I mean, like, in the scheme of things, it's not that bad, is it? But
Rishonomics.
Got one of the worst back alleys in Europe, that as well. Honestly, there's some right stuff growing in there. There's just chickens running around.
When you go for a smoke out there.
There's like a pink hat that's been there for about 14 years. I think it was from when we got promoted to Premier League in 2001 or whatever it was. Oh, did you hear about that? Somebody set himself on fire in Aussie this week.
I shouldn't laugh, but I am laughing.
This is absolute.
What, on purpose or?
God's honest. I don't know anything about it other than what were in the paper. But a friend of mine, Worrell, he gets the trains through there quite often, and he said it were a nightmare. I don't know. All I know is that it said it paper that somebody was found on fire at 6:30 at the train station.
Deal. Some kind of protest.
Yeah. Whoa! That's got to be a red card.
What's happened here?
Well, Thingy just like proper swung his fist at him.
Thinking about self-immolation.
Well, it's hot right now, isn't it? I think they released his name yesterday. He's called Chris.
Crispy
Bacon, yeah. Oh, did I tell you about that complaint about the Heimben Darts and Dominoes League?
Oh God, what's happened now?
No, I just like I say, all Oh, wait a minute, we've got a chance. Offside.
He's offside, moron.
All substantiated rumours, but apparently, like there's a bit of a like a dodge system going in some of these knockouts and the way that they're like held and where they're held and stuff, and people getting really like tribal, like pub to pub.
What? Yeah, because of where they're being held.
Yeah, I mean like somebody, like with a brick with like some paper wrapped round, with written on it. I think it said something along the lines of I can't remember, something like Burnley Road Bowling Club rules, and just straight through front window of is it Castle Pub, I think it were.
You're joking.
I'm not kidding you, man. And it like wrapped inside the brick package as well. There's like a couple of darts and a domino.
Well, these district dart leagues ultras, they were always going to end like this, weren't it? With pure turf wars.
There's some banging darters in them leagues though.
Yeah, what's kind of average you need to compete?
Well, Tufty Chris, I've seen him at 75s, 80s, like
Really?
regularly,
Christ.
and that's just like on a normal Tuesday night.
Deal.
Problem is with Chris though, is he's just another one of them who gets 5 blue wickets in him, and he's just complete arsehole. Oh,
my word! So, are people saying there's some kind of conspiracy about the draw for where certain games are held? Or?
oh yeah. It's like a lot of advantage given to certain pubs, certain players.
Yeah, you're going to play pub darts and there's like 100 people booing you or something every time you get step up.
Yeah, I mean the Ribble Valley and the Blackburn ones are just as bad. I mean, I've heard like loads of like stuff about Whalley being like where they go, the Ribble Valley A team, like like when they do like a cross league team, going to Whalley and just like ringing old Blackburn players up saying we'll meet you in Whalley, bring your darts, and when they come over they haven't got the darts, they're just going to batter them. That's what they're doing. And the thing is, a lot of darts players, if you ring me up and say do you fancy a few games, I'll be in pub. That'd be a good way to either have me kidnapped or have me battered, because I'd turn up.
Some of these guys, the the VIPs, aren't they?
Some right characters in them darts and dominoes leagues though. I won't say the place in Blackburn, but they were like, whenever you went to this working men's club and you have a game of darts on, instantly as you walk through the door, proper big fat smell of cannabis, like
Really?
stinking. Like I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And they had a little smoking area, and just always in ashtray, just a big, like Camberwell carrot, half smoked, sometimes still lit.
That's not going to help your darts game, though, is it? Really?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know so much about drugs, really.
No, me neither.
I reckon Van Gerwen, he's the kind of person who'd like fart in a bag and like breathe that in and out before a game. Get him going.
It does look like a sex offender, doesn't it? But have you seen his wife?
Well, he's got a lot of money, hasn't he?
Yeah, don't be so sexist.
Why is that not sexist?
Because women aren't interested in money. Maybe he's got a great personality as well.
Well, I reckon if you asked him, I reckon he says he's got a great personality.
Well, yeah, he's rather the arrogant type, but also likely to have a massive mutant cock. Football's such a massive entertainment industry. Why can't we just have the best performance-enhancing drugs available being legal? Imagine where the game would be.
You should be allowed to have run-ins as well, like so both teams have like a slot every game.
Royal Rumble.
Well, not quite, but like more like like if you don't, if you've just gone down to 10 men, like out of nowhere, like fucking 48-year-old two guy runs out of crowd, like jumps over
Oh my
barrier.
God, that's Sir Alex Ferguson's music.
Yeah. See, that'd work. Imagine that.
Currently drinking cans of San Miguel like some kind of tramp.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of San Miguel, especially out of a can. It's probably some InBev UK like
Yeah,
sold
but it's
franchise version of San Miguel, innit? I mean, it'll never be as good as it was.
best little lad going at the time, really, not longer.
I do like the little version of San Miguel, whatever it's called. Is it San Mapel or something?
I don't know. I think Aldi do more of that game, but
Aldi,
Lidl,
I mean.
Yeah, Lidl do like a version of Stella, which is fine. I was drunk in supermarket on my own front pub last night.
Oh,
I
it's
just
one
wanted the tallest, strongest cans available.
Honestly, I have. That's some of the most fun I've ever had. That just when you've been out to your mates in the afternoon, or you've been to something with work, or it's an early kick-off, and you find yourself doing a bit of shopping at 4:30. Oh my god,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
drunk. Yeah, but you can, and then you think back and what do you look like?
I know.
Stumbling past people.
That didn't bother me. I'm going
Pure
straight
focus on your on your face as you storm to the crisps and nuts section.
Well, I always just go straight for the rotisserie chicken and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I always think I always look really hot when I'm doing shit like that because
Yeah, well, the confidence is
pissed.
through the roof, innit? Like,
Yeah.
storming round little. Like, I hope I run into some of my ex-girlfriends. Like.
I've been watching a few of the big Sunday clashes in Premier League over the last few weeks as well.
It's like a different sport, isn't it?
Well, I was bringing it in. I was just saying he could save a bit of money, could Tyrese, if he did this, what we've been doing at club. Got a fire stick.
I don't even know what one of those is. What do you mean?
Oh, it's a cigarette, yeah.
All right.
No, I mean, be honest with you though, I have been watching a few of the Sunday big games. Liverpool versus Man City, Chelsea versus Liverpool. I think that was the League Cup final.
Yeah,
can you believe
that was quite good.
Neil Dan's son played in that
I
game?
know.
I remember Neil Dan's debut. It makes me feel very old.
Well, you are.
Yeah, but I mean older than that, very old.
Yeah, that was a good game. League Cup final. I'll give them that. It's all scripted, though, isn't it?
What, football?
But that bit when Kenny Dalglish came down with steel chair.
Yeah. Well, Vince Russo ruined football in the 90s, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
And then he defected to the European Champions League, didn't he?
No, well, that's why La Liga had that bit of dominance, didn't they? Because they were writing it that they apparently got this player that was like a god. I didn't believe it personally.
Well, my favourite footballer at 90s was Goldberg. So, what do we make of Michael Carrick?
Not much. He's one of the most nondescript men in the history of the world, isn't he?
I seem to think I remember seeing his debut for West Ham against Rovers.
Was that his debut when we hammered him?
Yeah, Pickering got done there.
Yeah.
We'd have to Google it, but I'm 90% sure it was Carrick. It might have been a different...
I think, maybe Noble? Don't know. No, I think Carrick played in that. Maybe that's one we could revisit.
I'd like to chin Noble, if you get me. So, made myself laugh.
Chernobyl pun.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Laugh it up. Well, you needed to follow it up, like.
I didn't know what to say.
I'd like to chin Noble and to see how he'd react.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go.
Scott Wharton
Well
ate
done.
my hamster.
Well,
I said as well that we're going to draw our way out of trouble.
surely someone's going to beat us, though, at some point.
I like a bit of 0-0 though, do you not?
Yeah, but I'm not bothered about it going down. I'm kind of up for it. But look at that dork. I'm sorry, just...
We haven't
He
had a
just
David
looks
Law
like a
klaxon. We haven't had a David Law
No,
klaxon.
I saw him.
There he is!
There he is.
Yay! Good old David Law. He's a pillar of strength in the.
I think it's all his fault.